Welcome to my screencast for my Lecture 10 activity for EDUC 6422 Needs Analysis course. My name is Michael Beard, and I'll be taking you through the Needs Analysis project that I conducted for this course. First, a little bit of background on the client. The client is a Department of Defense contract provider who provides services to the Department of the Army, especially in the military intelligence industry. The client requested an instructional module to correct deficiencies with time reporting errors currently input into their time accounting application by employees. The errors included incorrect time codes for accounting travel, incorrect tax locations during travel, and incorrect absence codes. The firm has documented their standard operating procedure, still experiences a 5% error rate, which leads to additional costs in the form of employee and administrative personnel hours. The requested training is primarily intended for new staff and geographically dispersed personnel. So now a little bit of background about how the assessment was conducted. Extant data was the primary means by which the information was gathered. Because the errors were administrative in form and primarily through the Human Resources Department, the extant data was able to provide me with many of the questions that I needed to conduct interviews. Interviews were conducted with both leadership and employees. Based off of the information that was gathered in the interviews, focus groups were conducted. The focus groups contained a large number of employees with various different levels of experience with the accounting process. The focus group was vital in determining some of the breaking points for communication and for training levels. All of this information combined provided me with the ability to identify potential solutions. No one type was all-knowing or all-being, but put together, I was able to identify some potential solutions for the client. So what lessons did I learn from conducting this needs assessment? Never make assumptions that you know what the solution is going to be. Not only was I wrong in this case, I came in with some preconceived notions of what would be best for the client based off of the client's recommendation. However, that assumption was wrong. Next, I would say ensure that any data collected is looked at for usefulness and viability. I came in with the idea that I was going to collect certain types of data and that would lead me to a solution. However, I found that some of the data that I was not actually looking for was more useful than the data that I was trying to collect. I learned that you need to have an open mind when it comes to understanding the data. Don't look at the data and try to pigeonhole it into fitting whether it's a training solution or some sort of regulatory solution within the firm. Make sure that you look at the data with an open mind and see what it is telling you. Last is to communicate early and often. Make sure that the firm knows what you're doing and make sure that the firm provides you with all the necessary resources in order to conduct your needs assessment. So how can I help others learn from the plan of action that I took? Ensure that there's a plan in place in order to guide you in your exploration of data gathering and data analysis. Even though you do have a plan, make sure that you stay flexible to be able to deviate from that plan if necessary, and to be able to add or subtract from the plan as required. And ensure that you allot yourself enough time to be able to conduct a thorough data gathering and data analysis, and time to communicate those findings to the client. This is a primary lessons that I learned that I would advise to anybody who is looking to conduct needs analysis. Thank you.